Cow. I am sorry. But in my defense, I did warn you that once I explain it to you, you can't unsee it. And then you gave me your secret stamp of approval with your bovine hoof. Now, I know you feel I'm about as trustworthy as one of Adobe's end-user license agreements. That is to say, totally untrustworthy. But in my defense, I did give a warning. I said once I say this to you, you will never be able to unsee it. And then I said it. And now you can't unsee it. Yeah, I guess I'm the bad guy. Once again. To be honest, it's a little bit hard to live with Saint Cow of Padua. Oh, he's giving me the eye. The searing, huge eyes of bovine disapproval. Now I don't think I've ever seen him this mad. Now, normally I like to do my greetings and welcomes with Cow. But if I include him here with F5, he gets even more mad. So I'll just say it as fast as I can. Well, hey, you're here. You've made it. Hoorah! And where is here, you might ask? This is a MindGriller server. I'm GravityFiller, and the laser-focused stares of disapproval. That's coming from my best friend Cow. Now, I was just going through the cushions of my captain's chair here looking for some money, or some food or something, because Cow and I are totally broke. So far, all I found is this cherry tree sapling and a dust-covered candle. Oh, and this disc. I wonder if it has secret Minecraft data on it, or maybe it has some music. Now I might be able to cheer up Cow if it has some good music. Let's find out.
He is my best friend.
He is a cow.
And he is older than me.
And how?
He worries a lot.
For sure.
Not because of me.
You kid.
I am gravity.
I am filler.
What the flames on the side of my head was that? Now I think that record was stored on its side. Click. Get out of here. Go. Now look here. There's blisters on my ears in the shape of Florida. And no one wants that. And no one wants these lyrics either.
Wonder you take phlebotomy later.
Yeah, anyways. Cow just reminded me that losing my faculties is not a good look. Which also means he's talking to me again. Hoorah. Sometimes when Cow gets over anxious, I put on reruns of Password for him. Password was a game show which first aired on CBS in 1961 and hosted by Alan Ludden. The gameplay was comprised of two teams of people competing against each other to guess a secret word first. One team member was a celebrity and the other was somewhere between riffraff and hobbledehoy. No judgment. Now, one person would give a clue. It could only be one word. And then their teammate had 5 seconds to make a guess. Now, Cow is not particularly good at the game. He usually pretends his celebrity partner is Ernest Borgnine, but it does help him relax. Anyways, we have things to do today. What is on my to-do list, you may ask? That is a good question. I was thinking of a little house tour, which is definitely not an excuse to rummage through the place for some food. Now, unfortunately, Cow, my trip through this white elephant can't include you. I think it's safer if you stay here and watch out for creepers. If you see anything, just moo. Well done, Cow. You have a very forceful moo. Now, between you, me, and the NSA, and the CSA, and the DEA, he doesn't have a very forceful moo. But we've already had one run-in today, and I think it would behoove me to stay on his good side. Now, the hyper-observant among you may have noticed that this is a rather big house. Yeah, well, size and mass can be relative, but as far as Minecraft builds go, this one is quite big. I'm hoping to find lots of good things inside to eat because I think my stomach is rumbling a bit. Either that or we're closer to the San Andreas Fault than I thought. Now, today before Cow and I had our spat, we watched a YouTube video from a very popular creator, and in it he agonized for hours and hours, he said. The gradient on his little teeny wall was driving him crazy. Yeah, then I see a house like this and I think, heavens to Murgatroyd, where do you even begin? But I also thought, not every wall needs a gradient, and maybe picking out a color palette beforehand isn't the right modus operandi. I mean, oh no. Well, yes, now, according to our dictionary, that's unfortunately 2 words. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, the score stands at 9-8.
The password is athlete.
Okay, over to Groucho. Muscle bound. Oh, I'm muscle bound. 5 seconds. Member. Yeah, no, not member. And over to Ernest.
The password is underwear.
Okay. Boxers. Negligee. Well, hey, good morning. Do you ever have dreams that you can't remember? I have them all the time. Even when I was young, I couldn't remember my dreams, or apparently remember to set my spawn point. Yeah, I woke up this morning back at the campsite. Oh no, not one of these little guys. You are dangerous. Go away, go away. Oh no. Now I'm afraid this is what might be called a death loop. I have to make my way back and get my stuff. I was planning on collecting Cow and bringing him inside because it's a thunderstorm and I don't want him to get struck by lightning. Now, Cow was quite afraid of the strange and wonderful. As early as the mid-1600s, people were using the term strange and wonderful to refer to what we would today call the supernatural. Now, toward the end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th, is a time when a lot of classic ghost stories were written. There's my stuff. The Turn of the Screw by Henry James, and The Monkey's Paw by W.W. Jacobs. I can't mention these when I'm around Cow. They give him the heebie-jeebies. Geez, this thunderstorm, will it ever end? Oh no, a hairy, creepy spider. Take that, and that, and that! Now, come on, Cow, let's get inside. This is getting to be a little bit too much even for me. Oh, have to take the door off. Cow is a little bit hippie. I think the kids of today would say fluffy. It's okay, Cow, come on in. Everything's fine. Now I'm soaking wet, and the smell of wet cow is getting a little bit strong. I'm going to stand over here by the... Oh, are we being spied on? I don't know. I get the feeling we're being watched. Luckily, there's not a bookcase here with the secret passage behind it. That would be terrifying. Oh, there's spiders again. Ooh. Anyways, I'm going to warm my cockles here by this fire. Now, since we're here, once upon a time, in a small coastal town, there lived a surfer named GravityFiller. He was known for riding the biggest waves, but he had a secret fear. He was terrified of the dark. One fateful night, Gravity decided to conquer his fear. He grabbed his board and paddled out as the moonlight shimmered on the water. The waves were perfect, and he felt invincible. But as he rode a particularly massive wave, he noticed something strange on the shore, a figure standing by the dunes. Curious, he rode closer and saw it was a cow, illuminated by the moonlight. But this was no ordinary cow. It had glowing eyes and spectral fur. Gravity was mesmerized, but as he approached, the cow let out a low, mournful moo that echoed throughout the night. Suddenly, the wind picked up and the waves grew wild. Gravity felt a chill run down his spine. The cow began to move, gliding across the sand, beckoning him to follow. As he reached the beach, the cow turned and walked toward an old nearby barn, a place long abandoned. Gravity felt compelled to follow. When he entered the barn, he found it was filled with surfboards, each one etched with the name of a surfer who had mysteriously vanished over the years. Do you hear that? It sounds like our thunderstorm is over. Which is probably a good thing, because when Cow gets upset, he tends to binge eat hay bales in bed, which not only ruins his intermittent fasting diet, but also means I have to clean up all the crumbs. Anyways, now the hyper-observant among you may have noticed that I forgot to tell you something. At the beginning of this episode, I told you that Cow and I had a little fight. well, a disagreement. Wherein he was really mad at me. I said something to Cow, can't unsee it, blah, 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 something like that. I can't exactly remember the details. They're not that important. Now I think Cow overreacted as he's wont to do. What is it that I said to Cow that made him so mad, you may ask? Good question. Now I will tell you. But first, you must promise not to tell anyone else. And second, don't tell Cow that I told you. I feel he's quite disappointed in me and I have to take a little time to get back into his good graces. Now, fingers near your ears and at the ready in case you don't want to hear. And what I said was, now I don't know if I should say it. Anyone got a paper bag? I feel like I'm starting to hyperventilate. Now all I said was, why is there a jock strap on this pot? Now take a minute. You can't unsee it. Did I ruin Minecraft for you? I hope not. Now, with that being said, and ruiner tendencies notwithstanding, unfortunately, it's time for Cow and I to say our goodbyes, which can be quite painful due to Cow's bone-chilling separation anxiety. So I'll just say goodbye, so long, see you later, tot ziens, tot zo.